Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Demon Spawn Summoner of Ashen's Ari for week 7 of the Crawl Sudden Death Challenge. And I know I wasn't in a labyrinth when we left off. I recorded, I don't know, 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then realized that there was this problem that meant the sound wasn't getting recorded again. I need to figure out some way to fix that permanently, because every so often my recording software just forgets I have a mic, and I don't understand what causes that because it doesn't always forget. So I don't know. The good news is you didn't miss very much because this labyrinth entrance was on Lair 2, and Ash just showed us where it was, so we just walked over there. We started the episode by going down into Lair 1, and there were literally 5 monsters on the entire floor. 3 yaks, a water moccasin, and a basilisk. I don't know why Lair 1 was so depopulated, but that's what was there. And we haven't really done anything else interesting. I've just been sort of blabbing about my skills, and I'm training evocations a little bit so I can maybe use this Amulet of Rage in the future. And then I was noting just a moment ago that Ash's not magic mapping, but Ash's passive mapping, I don't think it's as useful in labyrinths as you might imagine it to be, because the whole thing is not very coherent, and it's hard to really tell where an exit might be. I can see there's water up here, that's interesting, but that probably means it's some sub-vault, not the actual exit. If I could see several floor squares all next to each other in a rectangle, that would strongly indicate an exit. But mostly it's just you don't get quite enough information to be sure where anything is, and it doesn't even really help you guess. I mean, I'll use the mapping and look around, but I don't. This is metal? Yeah. All right. Oh, well, okay. I take it back. That helps. Seeing that square tells me a lot. I still don't know how to get there. I could scry. That sounds totally worth it. Okay. I guess I've never had Ash in a labyrinth. That's pretty nuts. So how do we get there? If we could get to here, this would do it. Did this lead anywhere? Or was this the end of the line? Because if this square... I don't think we came down here, actually. Yeah, we didn't. Because this is... Oh, what? We must have, because we saw this. Alright, this is this square is no longer revealed, but Ash still shows us what it is. I'm going to try going back down there, I guess. Unless looking up here shows me something productive, but it's not. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Okay. Wow, and we've lost track of the staircase even. Because the labyrinth... I don't understand how the labyrinth unmapping works with Ash's mapping. But at least I know it's over there. What is all this stuff? I want to head through here to get down that way. Yikes. That spider just instantly killed our wolf. Okay. There's this hungry ghost. Ah! I can't, like, I'm just trying to let my summons fight here, but it's not easy. I don't know, I guess I'll do it. Whatever, guys. This is just a bad spot to be managing summons in. There's not a lot I can do about it, but wow. That's actually really good. We might very well switch to pole arms at some point for that. Have I been here? No. All right. So there's the exit. Why is that? Huh. That since I saw items on there, I know there are items there, even though so it's acting like I could. That's funny. All right. Anyway, we might very well switch to pole arms. The Demon Trident of Electrocution is really good. And as a summoner, pole arms are great. And as an Ash Worshipper, we can move our experience around from Short Blades into Demon Tridents once we've enchanted this up a bit. Let's see. Is there anything I have to do to get ready to fight this guy? Invisibility would help, actually, a fair bit. I'd love to still have invisibility left over, but... actually, the Minotaur... We looked at him earlier, right? He wasn't wielding anything. He just has, like, a ring. And I imagine... Let's just do a quick peek again, see if make sure he didn't pick anything up. Okay, he did. So he's now wearing some armor. But no weapon is a big help, and that's a useful thing to know, so thanks for that, Ash. Let's eat like a fruit here, summon an imp or two. And like, I don't know, zap him with random effects. Yeah, it did like nothing. Okay, he's hitting pretty hard, actually. I'm starting to think invisibility will be worth getting. Yeah, he's like doing a ton of damage to my guys here. Let's take some invisibility. And let's get in there. Let's even try Berserk. It didn't work, that's fine. I don't mind really not being Berserk, because it means I can run away or use potions or something. But I think with invisibility we'll be alright. Yeah, he's missing a lot and we're getting stabs. The plate armor of lies. That's cool, I guess. What did we get? A couple books we really don't want at all. Scrolls of Recharging are great. Spellbook with, I don't know, Poisonous Cloud, I guess. Let's get... Why is that stuff not identified? I don't understand. Shouldn't that... So that might be worth wearing over Leather Armor of Magic Resistance. Some Slay is pretty useful. But I don't want to spend a Scroll of Remove Curse on it right now. Is there anything we can drop here? Don't I have like another Book of Annihilations around here somewhere? I guess not. It wouldn't have been auto-picked up, huh? That was a different game. All right. Well, what's in the Papyrus of Feathers? We looked at that, right? Yeah. Well, all right. How important is it really to pick up those artifacts? Specifically the chainmail and all this stuff I'm carrying. I'm not going to be ready to wear plate armor for a while. The Arbalest of Flaming is kind of cool, but I don't think I'm going to want to use it actually ever. I'm not going to want a Ring of Sustain attributes actually, so that's fine. All right, so Ash helped out a fair bit there. Yeah, we don't really need Slay +3 when we already have Slay +10 on our sword. And we can like drop a bunch of this stuff as well. I just didn't want to drop it in the lab because then it just vanishes forever, basically. All right, off we go. Back to apparently stabbing dudes. I do love that new sword. Remove curse. I wanted that not to actually remove curses, but to get curse jewelry. 1 scroll of curse jewelry. All right, I'll take it. On poison resistance, I think is fine. I think you need to be able to curse 2 things to get bonuses to your magical skills, sadly. But we'll find another one. Stone of Tremors, not really interested. Here's a bunch of easy monsters. It's nice to know they're there, and it's nice to know they're easy. I wonder if Ash helps you detect traps. I've never really thought about it. Book of Fire. Nah. Oh, stop picking up stealth, please. And don't pick up that, or that, or that, or that. There's that Komodo dragon we saw earlier and left alone because we wanted to get to the lab without a hassle. Okay. I'm a little surprised that we're getting stabs at all here, but I'll take it. And, I mean, that's... I would probably wear that over magic resistance, but I'm not going to, like, spend remove curse on that. This is the thing about Ash, like, is that you get... all your skills come online, like, super fast. That's interesting. They're all easy, so, like, is that just a bunch of rats or something? There's an item there. I'm gonna check it out. Bees! It's bees! I'm not very happy with that. Let's back off. Only a couple of them saw me. Of course it's bees. I should have realized. I don't want, I don't know. I guess with magic resist or poison resistance and a +10 short blade, we ought to do okay against a swarm of bees. Evocations is at level 4. That's great. That'll help with hydras probably. Because I don't have an especially great hydra plan, honestly. Is something behind me? Ah, a soul eater. Of course, we can see lots of scary monsters. The queen bee is berserking them, which I don't like at all. Can I kill her? No. There's just too many bees in between me and her, soaking up the bolts of fire. Alright, it looks like we've actually got this under control. Killing a few of them helped, but I don't know if it was actually necessary. That is, killing them with the Wand of Fire. And the Soul Eater is apparently just gonna solo that Queen Bee. I'm gonna back off, though. I mean, killer bees are scary early on, but we're sort of in the mid-game where they're not quite so bad, and we're well-equipped to handle them. I mean, it's not exactly mid-game. It's still pretty early. But compared to when killer bees mean, like, instant death, we're pretty far along. I still remember one of my promising early characters, like, which is to say early on in my career as a dungeon crawl player, was, I don't know, some sort of ogre. I don't even remember what kind. Maybe a gladiator, maybe a... I don't know. Some kind of fighter guy, I think. But it was my first experience with killer bees. I was just feeling absolutely invincible. I was like, I'll just murder everything. Nothing ever hits me. It's amazing. And I'm like, oh, there's some bees. I'm a friggin' ogre. Who cares about bees, right? And so I just fought them totally out in the open. You know, a horde of like 10 bees or something. And I got absolutely demolished. I was like, what on earth happened? I got killed by bees. It doesn't make sense. Since then, I've learned a lot of respect for bees. There's some more remove curse, which I will happily convert to, of course, no curse jewelry. Who says I want curse jewelry anyway? So there's enchant weapon. I would honestly be pretty happy to save all my enchant weapon for a demon spawn of a demon trident of electrocution. Okay, I was checking to see if I'd like missed some mutation or something, but we still have the same set we had last time I looked. So what is this? Yellow. All right. Boop. Get stabbed. 3 yellow monsters on a stair in a forest with water. What? More remove curse. Jewelry! Thank you, Ash. Jeez. And I'll curse this Amulet of Rage. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Evoke Berserk Rage is getting down there. Oh, yeah, because we finally get our magic skills boosted. Oh, what a relief. And short blades are up to 12. Although, of course, really, they're only up to 8.5. So I'm going to invest in, like, some translocations and some air, I think, is what I need, right? Translocations... air. You know, hexes and charms would be nice, but they're not that important. Great. Why is air already at 5.5? Have I been training air? What? I guess I did for Summon Lightning Spire. What a genius. Well, forget it. Let's turn it off. And let's just put a little into stealth or something. Do I need to scry this stuff? I would be a little happier scrying it, I guess. Ah, it's the swamp. That makes sense. Oh, I could have just... I could have looked a little bit closer at the stairs, and it would have told me, oh, this is a staircase to the swamp. Yeah, I didn't need to scry to know that. Oh well. It's fine. And so now we have Ash's final ability, which is you can, for a lot of piety, you can transfer, I think, 3/4 of your skill in one, of your points in one skill to a different skill. It goes fairly, it's not instant, but it's pretty quick. So you can use that, you know, to change your mind about what kind of weapon to use. Or if you find a really amazing book, you can just quickly get up to speed on new options that you have. Wow, 3 scrolls of remove curse. This is the only character where I would be thrilled to see that. An Ash worshipper who hasn't found enough remove curse. Although we're finally, like, we're doing okay on remove curse. This eel is still asleep. Yeah, the wolf stabbed him to death, apparently. Alright, so now I can consider, like, swapping gear, finally. Because, like, don't I have... I don't know, there's, like, some +1 leather of fire resist, which would be nice, but I'm not going to spend remove curse and then curse armor on it, so... It's just now we have the option to swap relatively flexibly. A bunch of yaks, I guess, down here. That's fine. I thought so. I thought we might get a demonic guardian for this many yaks. But it's just no trouble at all. Translocations up to 4 already. Oh, I love Ash. Let's take some dexterity. More hooves, okay. Well, there goes our stealth again. But stealth is doing well still. I mean, a lot of it is the short sword, but this character feels a lot stronger than my last practice game. Some of it's the short sword, some of it is Ash, I think. I was using Dithmenos, but not very effectively. I just sort of took him and then played basically kind of atheist, saying I was just taking him for the torment resistance in the later game for orb running. And just feeling like I can kill stuff pretty effectively is great. Translocations is fine. We can turn that off now. Blink is now a reliable escape method, which is where you need it to be. It's not much good if it's not reliable. Repel missiles could use a little work, I guess, so let's get some air magic. Stealth is doing fine. Let's turn that off. And I guess we'll just get fighting now. So, I don't know, could we go to Swamp and try to get, or do we even have Swamp? Yeah, we have Swamp. And try to get a rune at level 15. Maybe. I'm kind of killing monsters myself a little bit too much. I'm getting too much experience, I think. If I really wanted to do this at low level, I would have my summons kill everything for me. But I don't know. I think that's sort of silly because whatever amount of experience, like if I'm getting too much experience, I can always just enter Swamp early, right? And have whatever amount of experience I would have after clearing Lair or whatever. Wow. Charms is already up to 4.3. That's great. I'm always amazed by how fast stuff goes with Ash, no matter how many times I play it. Which is why I'm surprised that I only have one Ash win plus my combo Robin win. The Hydra, though, you know, if we got a stab, he would probably die. But I think it's better to just not fight him because I don't really have a backup plan. I guess my backup plan is Demonic Guardian will kill him for me. You know, possibly Amulet of Rage going Berserk might do it also, but those are both bad, really, really bad things to count on when you can just walk away and be safe. I'm surprised we're getting all these stabs with just 3 pips of stealth. Like our hooves, of course, are reducing our stealth, but not a ton. And I mean that's factored into the 3 pips. It's not like I have 3 pips and hooves, right? It's like the hooves are why I have only 3 pips. Okay, yeah, there's that's fine. Okay. I don't have Identify, do I? No. I would love something to eat, but it looks like there's nothing here. Or this is a normal staircase, right? Yeah. No, we got a snack. Wait, is that red? No, it's yellow. I have a little bit of trouble with those colors, apparently. I think I mentioned. Whoa, Death Yak. Alright, that I would have marked that red if I were me. But apparently Ash thinks we'll be just fine. And maybe we will. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think the game is actually considering the fact that I have a +10 short sword when it decides. It's just like how much experience you'll get from killing a thing, I think. Like, the fact that we have this sword makes stuff a lot easier than it should be. But it doesn't, like, make... Ooh, gloves. It doesn't, like, make red threats be marked as yellow instead or anything. It's just, it thinks that since we're level 12, you can handle some Death Yaks. Which is not a stance that I would ordinarily be happy taking. Let's see, we should get a Demonic Guardian. Yep, alright. Now let's try to fight just one at a time. Yeah, there goes the Demonic Guardian. Wow, we get another one. 6 Death Yaks is a lot of stuff. I think I'm backing off at, if I can kill like just one of these guys, I'm out of here. I do have 3 potions of invisibility, which would help a lot. This Death Yak is almost dead. Killed him. Alright, now the rest of them are not close to dead at all. Which staircase do I go for? I guess let's just go for the one that is in safe territory. The alternative being fairly dumb. And we got another Sun Demon, which is great. Oh, and he disappeared because it noticed that we could only see 1 Death Yak. Fine. Ooh. Alright, it's a Hippogriff. I thought maybe like 1 Death Yak had wandered away from the herd and found us. But it's really useful to know, like, how big a threat is around the corner. You know, and when I saw, like, 6 yellow threats, maybe I should have just not gone in there. Book of Air. Swiftness, I guess I'll take. But I guess that's all. That 6 furry just killed a Death Yak all by itself. Evocations is doing quite well. Speaking of, what if we just go Berserk? That should basically handle the Death Yaks, right? Yeah. Identify. Let's hit up this potion and wear these gloves. Come on. Let's see. How are we on armor? We are partially bound, I think. Yes. So we can increase our boosts if we curse these gloves, I think. Certainly I don't mind cursing them. All right. So if we find a helmet, we can curse that, and that will actually give us a bonus. And we have more remove curse, which is great. Well, it's a decent rapier. I don't believe it's better than our short sword, but it's close. There's a bunch of these elephants. Wow, a lot of elephants. This is more threatening than the Death Yaks, I think. I could be invisible for this, perhaps. But I think it's probably fine to, like, try to fight a couple of them and then run away. And then just come back to kill the rest, kind of like I did with the Death Yaks. That plant is severely damaged, but the elements are all feeling fine. Our demonic guardians are the main things that are helping here. The summons we can make are not actually that good. So maybe I should be training more summonings, or maybe I should just, like, accept that we're not really a summoner anymore. Which is fine. Actually, we appear to have just killed all those elephants without having to retreat. That's pretty cool. You know, I like to make most of my guys into fighters who are capable of tabbing stuff. But the question is just, like, what school of magic we're going to mostly use. And for now, summoning seems as good as anything else. You know, having wolves around is cool. Did he croak? He didn't, so the Hydra is still asleep. That's good. Evocations is doing fine. We can turn that off, I think. And let's work on summonings. Because, like, there's plenty of room for improvement. Like, we're still getting mostly wolves and occasionally hounds. I would be perfectly happy to get wargs instead. A demon blade as well. Wow. We're finding a lot of demon weapons, which is not common for this stage of the game. Resistant to cold. Okay, well that must be our tier 3, so it's passive freeze, I guess? That's not one of my favorites, but I don't really understand it, so I guess I'll give it a try. And I'll see if we can just clear Lair this episode. I'm going to need to be careful with my experience. Because it might... I don't know, I guess... It might be better to head into Swamp. And, well... If I'm going to dive Swamp, I can wait quite a while before going in. And if I'm going to clear Swamp, I should go in now. And the problem with clearing Swamp is Hydras, right? I'll be okay against the dragons and the drakes. I have 1 potion of haste. I have some invisibility that I can use to try to ninja the rune at the end. I have a ton of teleport. I think I'm gonna go see what Swamp is like. Try to clear that instead of finishing up Lair. Because we should be able to get, like, quite a lot of experience from there if we're clearing. Which means that if we want to get to the bottom by level 15, we can't screw around for too long. And with Ash, actually, we should be able to find stairs pretty quickly as well if we want to dive. Where are the stairs? I can see them. There they are. Okay, well, so that's not necessarily the closest stairs, but that is some stairs to head for. But let's save that for the next video. Things are going to get a little bit dicey in here, and I may decide to give up on Swamp for the moment. Maybe come back later and dive, maybe not. So I guess you'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching.